Hello kids, welcome again. Now today we have discussed circle and some of its parts and then some relation between few of the parts. Now this is a circle which I have drawn here. Some of their important parts are listed here: center, circumference, and we will represent these parts on this circle. First is, what is center? This is the part from where we have drawn the center. From this point O, we have taken some distance and draw the circle. So center is O. The second is circumference. Circumference is the boundary of the circle, that is this part. This is the boundary of the circle and this is called circumference. In circle only we will not use the word perimeter, we will use the word circumference, and this is the boundary. If we put some thread on this boundary from suppose this part to this part, and if we measure the length of the thread, you will get the circumference of the circle. That is the easiest method of finding the circumference or perimeter, but we will not use the word perimeter. So circumference is the outer boundary of the circle. Now here we have two parts. This region is the internal part of the circle and this all is called external part of the circle. Third is, the important part is radius. Now radius, it is a distance from the center of the circle to any one point on the circumference. Suppose we have taken A, one point on the circumference. This is the circumference. So OA, this is called radius. Radius is from the center of the circle to any one point on the circumference of the circle. Now since there are so many points on the circumference, you can take so many points on the circumference. There are infinite points. So you can draw infinite radius from the center to the circumference of the circle. You can draw infinite radius. Have you seen the wheel of the bicycle? There are so many iron rods from the center to the boundary of the wheel. All these iron nails which are fitted from the center to the boundary of the wheel is called radius. Now there are so many points, so we have so many radius in the circle. So there are infinite radius inside the circle. Fourth one is, what is diameter? Diameter is a line segment from one point on the circumference to another point on the circumference, but that line segment must passes through the center of the circle. So suppose we have taken a line segment BC, then BC is a diameter because it must passes through the center of the circle. So diameter, it is a line segment which, number one, must passes through the center of the circle and which must join any 2 points on the circumference of the circle. Now the third one is chord. Chord is again a line segment which joins any 2 points on the circumference. EF is a line segment which joins 2 points on the circumference of the circle. E is a point and F is a point on the circumference, and if we join these 2 points, we will get one line segment, and that is called chord. Chord, this is radius and this is the diameter. Now, since diameter is also a line segment which joins 2 points on the circumference, so diameter is the longest chord. Remember this sentence, diameter is the longest chord, because it also joins the 2 points on the circumference, which is the definition of the chord. Chord is a line segment which must join any 2 points on the circumference of the circle. Third, the next one is secant line. Now it is a line. So it is a line which passes the circle and touches the circle in 2 different points. This is a secant line. It crosses the boundary of the circle and it also touches the circumference of the circle. Suppose it touches at G and H. So secant line, a line which crosses the circle and it must touch the boundary of the circle at 2 different points. It must touch the boundary of the circle at 2 different points. But suppose the next line, tangent line, it is also line, but it touches the circle at 1 point externally. It will not enter inside the circle, but it is always drawn outside the circle and it must touch at least at 1 point of the circle. Suppose we have taken this 1 point here, and if we draw a line which touches the 1 point, suppose this is the point from where this touches the circle, then this line is called tangent line. So there must be a difference between secant line and tangent line. Tangent line touches the circle at only 1 point externally, not internally, but secant line touches the circle at 2 different points and it crosses the circle from inside the circle. So there is a difference between secant line and tangent line. Now let us see some relation between these properties. Now today we have discussed only one relation, that is relation between diameter and radius. Relation between diameter and radius. Now from this figure, what is the radius? Radius is OA. OA is the radius, and radius is represented by letter R. And what is the diameter? BC is the diameter. BC is the diameter and it is represented as D. Now from this figure it is clear that BC is a diameter, but if we divide this BC, it provides 2 equal parts, that is BO and OC. And what is BO? BO is a radius and OC is also radius, just like this, because I have told you that there are infinite radius inside the circle. So OA is a radius, OB is a radius, OC is a radius, and all the radius must be equal. So if we see that BC is radius 1 plus radius 2, it means it is a sum of 2 radius. So BC, it is a sum of OB plus OC. BC is a sum of OB plus OC or BO plus OC. Now what is OB? OB is the radius. And what is OC? It is again a radius. It is again a radius. So you have got these 2 radius also. They all are radius. So R plus R, it is 2R. And what is BC? It is diameter. So it is a relation that diameter is twice the radius. Diameter is twice the radius. If we add the 2 radius, you will get the diameter. So diameter is equal to 2 multiplied by radius of the circle. So if radius is given, you can find the diameter. Now what is the value of radius? Radius is, if we divide the diameter by 2, then you will get radius. diameter divided by 2. So the value of r is diameter divided by 2. So diameter is twice the radius and radius is half of the diameter. So these are the two formulas which we will use for calculating the simple problems. Now I am taking one simple problem, how to find the diameter and radius. Suppose you are given that find the diameter of a circle, find the diameter of a circle if radius is equal to 10 centimeter. If radius is equal to 10 centimeter, then what is the relation between diameter and radius? Diameter is equal to 2 multiplied by radius. Diameter is twice the radius. So what is the value of radius? It is 10 centimeter. So putting the value of r, it is 10, so it is 20. Now the unit of diameter is same as the unit of radius, so it is 20 centimeter. So when the radius is 10, then diameter is 20, because diameter is just double the radius. Suppose if we want to find the diameter, radius if diameter is given, suppose find the radius if diameter is 15 centimeter, then what is the value of r? So we know that r is equal to diameter divided by 2. Now putting the value of diameter, diameter is 15 divided by 2. So what is this? 2 7 ja 14.5, that is 7.5, and the unit is same as the unit of diameter, and that is centimeter. So in this way you have calculated. It is very simple how to find the diameter and the radius. So I am giving you some questions, you can solve. Thank you kids.